Nuka World is proud to be hosting our Quantum Celebration. Stop by Cappy's Cafe to sample Nuka Cola's newest and most delicious flavor. Guide maps for our hedge maze are available for confused visitors at the Safari Adventure Park office for only $35.
Sito not meet many people before. Sito gets shy.
Just a reminder that Nuka World is not responsible for injuries sustained by the audience during the Cola Clowns Comedy Cavalcade.
Not bad enough that the Institute had to go and make robots to do their dirty work. They went one step worse.
Just when
and
I
made
thought
'em
things
look
couldn't
human.
get any worse, you
Ugh.
had to turn up.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, no disrespect, boss. You've just got to understand. We ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Why bother with the Commonwealth? Don't we have everything we need over here?
That sounds like Coulter talking, boss. Ain't a good sign. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
You sure that's wise? We just got this place back on its feet.
Do you think it's wise to watch the gangs tear each other to pieces, fighting over what's left of this place? Of course you don't. So let's focus on avoiding that. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, you've got it.
Gage,
Need something, boss?
can you give me an update on Nuka World?
Don't worry about Nuka World for now. Stay focused on the Commonwealth, okay, boss?
I want to trade a few things.
Whatever you need, boss.
Anti-venom is available at the exit for the reptile house.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
Hey.
Ain't no one sad about Coulter. Just don't screw this up. Nuka World's a shithole.
I want to put some of that junk
If you
down.
can take something, it's yours.
Got to chase it if you want to catch it.
Run with us, boss. We keep our own and bury our shit. Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day every day.
Attention guests. The last outbound tram to the Nuka World Transit Center will be leaving the park promptly at
Mason bit the
11:55
hand off of
p.m.
Yagwai, so
Thank
watch
you.
what you try to feed him, unless you ain't fond of your fingers.
We'll take care of the territory, boss. After all, we put it in good hands.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it'd take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Sounded like a good idea.
Because it is. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there, so I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
That was all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Is there a difference between the approaches?
Well, settlers will probably rally some bodies if you try and wipe them out. But it's a guaranteed way to claim a spot. If you try to scare them off their land, there's a chance they might just tell you to take a hike. At that point, you might be able to buy them off. But it could end up getting expensive if you don't work them over a bit first. Beyond just that, there are some places out there overrun with trouble. Ghouls, children of Adam and the like. Those places aren't going to be interested in having a chat. So you're going to have more options if you go in guns blazing.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
We can't target certain settlements with certain jobs?
Unfortunately. Can't talk people off their land if there's no one around to talk to and the like. Most cases, I'll try to let you know why we can't target a place. But the biggest hindrance is if there's already some activity going on there. Though if that is the case, that Pip-Boy of yours might be able to give you some info on whatever might be blocking us hitting that spot. Now, you ready to pick that first settlement?
What were those targets you'd recommended before?
Croup Manor. Again, I can't. Now you ready to make your decision?
Not just yet.
Sure. Take your time.
Think you can hide?
Find him! Find him!
Asshole's bulletproof!
shouldn't take... Give up already! This is a pleasant change. I'm feeling eyes on my back.
Who? Someone there?
I'm all over this! Just getting started! Two things around here. Safety off. I need to have company. Gonna break every bone in your body.
How much you got left in you?
Come on, just leave it.
quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. Quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. I suppose you just beat us here.
Showing the operators a good life, ain't you? Over, boss. Making trouble?
No need to worry, boss. We've got your back. Crew's lost a lot of purpose when we got here and found it wasn't what Coulter promised. Idleness makes people weak.
And that's how it's done.
Over, boss. Glad to know things went well. Here's your piece of the tape.
Make yourself at
You
home.
know, boss, there is another task I think might pique your interest.
Mags always saw the potential in this place, and she doesn't steer us.
Hey there.
You know, I've got a job set aside that I think you might find stimulating, if you're interested.
Is there a problem?
A couple of our members uncovered a cache, but word has gotten out about their find. You'd head in to make sure we're the ones who end up controlling it.
Who am I up against?
Just some Brotherhood irritants.
Sounds fun.
Good to hear. We'll be waiting. Coulter's death is becoming the most useful murder you've had a hand in.
Back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
Hi.
Is there something you need?
Come with me. I need your help.
You got it.
Hey.
You need something, monsieur?
Hey.
Point it out. What is it?
Anything you want to talk about?
Where to next?
What are you thinking about?
You're the kind of person makes others want to stand up for what's right.
That's all.
All right.
In a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed.